back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this Glenmorangie. This one is the 10-year, just the normal Glenmorangie. Original balances, honeyed sweetness with notes of citrus, almonds, and creamy vanilla, for a rounded complexity and enticing smoothness. And year after year, experts have honored our whiskey with a host of prestigious awards. Anyway, so I'm not as big of a fan of Glenmorangie as I used to be, but I'm an even bigger fan of Glenmorangie because they're the ones responsible for bringing Ardbeg back into our lives. So, if you didn't know, pretty sure, I might be wrong, Glenmorangie owns Ardbeg, and they're the reason why we all get to enjoy that wonderful juice nowadays. I wonder how this would go with an Ardbeg blend. Maybe I need to do a malted blend. Blend some 10-year-olds. Created in Scotland, where Scotch is made. Perfected by the 16 men of 10. Unequaled for purity, delicacy, and aroma. 43% ABV, and fairly reasonably priced. I think it's around $40 a bottle. So I do get more. I get the sweeter notes on this one. I get some apples. Maybe some pears. There's different type of fruits on this one. Maybe a touch of leather. All in all, it doesn't taste, and I poured that one kind of heavy. It doesn't smell too bad. I do get that waxiness that I get from normal unpeated scotches, and mostly like Highland. I don't know if this one's a Highland or what. Yeah, it says it right on the front, Highland. So a lot of Highland and Speyside malts, I get that waxiness. It's almost like smelling a new bar of soap. I actually think I like this better than the La Santa. I'd love to see a higher ABV on this one. Get it up closer to cask strength. Ooh, a cask strength Glenmorangie. Do they make that? I don't know if they do or not. But the flavors I'm getting off of this one, just this run-of-the-mill 10-year, I'm kind of digging this more than I did the La Santa. Not as much as I like the Quinta Ruban, however the fuck you say it. Yeah, it's like apples and wax. It's waxy apples. Maybe like fresh cut grass. I got pears on that one. Pears, a little bit of leather. It's my throat. No, this one's actually totally good, man. I was writing this one off. I was expecting to come in and not like this one at all, or not as much as the others, and I totally forgot how tasty it is. 100% forgot. Now it's nice to come back to stuff like this, and this was probably, I want to say, after I ventured into Scotch, back in in the year of our Lord, 2014. I started with Glenlivet, worked through a couple of those, went to Glenfiddich, worked through a couple of those, and then Glenmorangie. It's like they had them up there. It's just Glen. Glenmorangie was the next one in line, so I picked up the 10-year, tried it. I was like, oh yeah, it's okay. I can drink it. Tried the Lasanta. I'm like, oh, at the time I liked the Lasanta better, and it might have been because of my immature palate. And then I tried the port ruby, or the Quito Ruban. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I like that one a lot better. But this one, now that I've been balls deep, not mid shaft, but balls deep in bourbon for the last 3 or 4 years. What year is it? 2019? Nah, 2 years. 2 years. Balls deep in bourbon for like 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, probably 2017 I started drifting back into bourbon. And been deep into that, finding rekindling my love with the American spirit. But this one's totally good and likable. Quit licking me. You got a poop mouth. So, for a budget, and I would actually consider this a budget scotch. For a budget scotch, $40, give or take, depending on your market. Man, that's really not that bad. I'd like to see a higher ABV. Where you going? You just want up here, you want to whine, you want to get down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'd love to see a higher ABV on this one. Maybe even 46% would probably do a little bit better. Get it up over 90. I am not a fan of any whiskey that has anything to do with below 90 proof. I don't care to drink it. Not at all. So that's all I got on this one, guys. I've rambled on enough. Hopefully my breathing isn't too disturbing for some of you people. Anyway, go over to patreon.com/Kelly Redbeard Sparks to help donate, support me. I mean, if you like what I'm doing, if you like my content, you think I'm funny, I'm not really that funny. What the fuck, Bonnie? I'm funny sometimes. But if you like what I'm doing, I'm trying to be different from everybody else. You got too many people out there trying too hard. I'm not trying hard at all. I'm just trying to get by. Don't forget to check the description below. Links to my Tattered Beans page. If you want to do a one-time donation, I got my PayPal link. Quit licking me! Weirdo. Get off me. Don't forget to check out the Bearded Idiots. And like always, folks, drink some whiskey. David Knight, I hope your finger gets to healing better. Oh, shit. So if you stuck around this long. So we had our monthly bourbon. Come here. We had our monthly bourbon tasting for the East Texas Bourbon Society last night. And we got finished up. We're walking around in poor David Knight. He's in the comments all the time. He's a local guy. Now he's a friend. Now he's actually an arm wrestling. He's getting into arm wrestling with me. But quit it. You knocked that bottle off, you are gonna die. Actually, not really. I don't really care too much about that bottle. But started arm wrestling with us, doing some training, and We were at the East Texas Bourbon Society meeting last night, and we don't have glasses like this. They're more tulip shaped, and they have a thin stem with a wide, flat base. So imagine taking this glass, keep the base this width, make the stem, it's almost like a short copita, like a wine tasting glass. When we had those, well, for some odd reason, he dropped his and he tried to catch it. Well, he had it balancing on his foot, and then it fell off his foot and it broke on the ground. And while he was trying to grab it, it broke and it shattered. And I think it was his left hand, because he injured his right shoulder in the first arm wrestling practice he came to. He injured his supraspinatus, which is like back in here on your shoulder. Well, he's trying to grab it with his left hand, reaches down there after the glass broke, and he gashed the ever-loving shit out of one of his fingers. I don't know where my phone is. Gashed the crap out of one of his fingers. I'm going to post the picture, David. I'm going to post the picture so everybody can see. That'll be the Easter egg. Gashed the crap out of his finger. Had to go get 9 stitches in the son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Safety first, folks. Safety first. If it's glass, just let it go. It's falling to the ground, let it go. Sweep it up later. Alright, that's all I got. Like always, folks, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family. Have a nice day. Safety first, be careful, and yeah.